get that done by tomorrow. Let's meet for a coffee or dinner. You know what? You can call me anytime. I'll be there to help you. How many times have you actually said these very statements to friends, acquaintances, colleagues of yours? Or how many times have you heard these words from so many people? Do you know that every time you speak but don't act on your word, you're marring your personal image and your personal branding? You may ask, how is that possible? Think about this. What do you find the most disappointing in most politicians? Don't you think it's overpromising and under-delivery? Loyalty and commitment to our word is not a sign of being plain silly or emotional. I think it's a sign of strength and consistency. It's pleasing to the soul, but sadly, nowadays, loyalty and walking one's talk is cheap as chips. There's a big difference between those who are committed to do and follow through versus those who just talk the talk. Remember, you're only as good as what you say you will do. You will lose your integrity, your respect if you continue to fail your word. People hear what you say, but they see what you do, and seeing is believing. Proof is in the pudding. And what you do is a reflection of your personality and who you are. So, why do some people talk and just not act? They just sort of keep promising and never seem to really keep up their word. Why does that happen? You probably have heard the book, Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. This book is by Susan Cain, which is obviously being in the limelight recently after Susan Cain's TED Talks. She quotes a Harvard Business School student who reports learning the following at Cambridge, and I quote, "Speak with conviction, even if you believe something to be only 55% true, but say it as if you believe it 100%. Speak misleadingly about things you don't fully believe in. All it matters is just speak with confidence. Go along with the groupthink, even though research suggests this is dangerous. Give an answer quickly without even thinking whether it's proper to give that answer or without even thinking whether it's actually a good idea to speak and whether it's even a good idea. Is it because of this kind of thinking that it is rather uncommon to find loyalists or people who stick to their word and commitment in these days of high-buy relationships? Every time you overcommit, who do you think gets hurt the most? None other than you. Let me give you an example. One of my colleagues always seemed very flustered. She enjoyed what she was doing, she was very passionate about her work, and a very charming individual. She loved to please everyone, be an attention seeker. She was always, however, late for her appointments and was always rushing for her next engagement. So here was this woman who overcommitted herself since she had not learned the art of saying no, and somewhere along the way she believed that it was probably rude for her to do so, and in the process was breaking the trust placed on her by her friends and possibly customers and many other acquaintances. So she was obviously disappointed a lot of people who believed in her. But worst of all, she was not happy either. During one of my conversations with her, I realized that every time she was unable to keep up her word or keep up her commitment, she was angry at herself. There was a very high guilt factor, and she was getting entangled in a vicious circle of a lot of negative chi and energy. Bottom line, she was an absolutely unhappy individual, very stressed out, and always blaming herself. So this is one example. There are yet others who overpromise either to get some brownie points or on account of lack of planning and underdeliver. Failing to act on your word is a sure way to fall flat on your face as far as reputation is concerned. We so easily criticize politicians. Why? It's only because they rarely walk the talk. They do it on a widespread scale, whereas probably every time you commit to doing something and not doing it, you're doing it on a smaller scale. And the more you repeat it, the more your reputation falls flat on its face. So each time you fail to honor a commitment, you chip away at the bonds between you and the people who have trusted you or lent their hand in friendship. Trust once broken can't really be brought back. Why undervalue yourself when you can be your best friend? Think twice before you say to someone, sure, I'll get that done today, or I'll upload that by this evening, no problem, or we should meet for dinner or coffee, or I'm here anytime if you want my help. Then you're not going to keep up the word. Your personal brand is your word and your action. Don't undermine it. Thank you very much.